Callum, give your thoughts on that pre-season performance.
It's disappointing loss. I think we controlled the game, pretty much all of it. We just got done on the counter-attack maybe 3 times. It's always going to come in the box when the big lad, he's like 8 foot tall, it's going to come, and it's hard to want to stop, but we've got to stop the build-up play before that a lot better.
What do you put that down to? Is it an element of pre-season rust, do you think? I mean, they are scheduled to start their season next weekend.
No, I think any fan watching that today, we dominated the game. It's just tiny little mistakes that we need to get right. Maybe as if it's a final third ball and then getting with shape back quicker, not getting done on the counter-attack. Like you see, for that, I think it was the second goal where he's chipped it to the back post. It's a ricochet pass out wide. It's a bit unlucky, but it happens. But we've just got to be prepared better for it.
Overall, what impressed you about today's performance?
I think we moved the ball well, kept the ball well. We've got a system now, and I think we've been working really well on that in training. And you can see it's coming into the games now, with especially last week against Derby and again today.
Just talk us through your role in the team, because we are so used to seeing you outside on the right, coming in on the left hand side, but this role seems to be a little bit different. Just explain to us what it entails.
Yeah, well, on paper it's different. It's on paper it's a number 8 role. Playing as a centre midfielder, as you've seen when I've been playing normally, I've been playing on the wide right, but I'm getting the ball in a lot better areas. It's where the old gaffer wanted us to play in anyways, as an inverted winger, so I'm getting the ball probably in better positions now. The only thing I have to tweak is the defensive role, which is it's only 5 yards to the left or 5 yards to the right, so it's not a lot different really.
And happy with the goal today. It definitely crossed the line, of course.
Yeah, obviously it's nice to get on the score sheet, but obviously you want to get the wins on the board, especially in pre-season, to build the confidence going into the season.
How do you feel generally since you've come back?
Yeah, I feel great. I think when I had the operation, I feel like ever since I come back, the 4 weeks earlier than the boys, I felt great ever since then, and it's just about building the fitness now. So hopefully against Solihull we'll get 90 minutes.
What did you have? What was the operation that you did have?
So it's been an awkward one. So like, obviously when I've been out injured last year, it's been muscle injuries, but when we spoke to the specialist, there's kind of 2 ligaments just above your pubic area which were too tight, and then it was making muscles overcompensate for other muscles. That made us tear my hip flexor twice, both quads twice, and then obviously against Hartlepool when it kind of just fully ruptured. Well, it didn't fully rupture, but it basically fully ruptured. And the operation I got was just to make the ligaments a little bit longer, so the pressure's gone off the front of my hips, and that's all cleared up now, so thankful for that. How
good does it feel to be back, and just give us an insight on what the last year's been like for you?
Yeah, it's been very, very tough, probably the hardest period of my career so far. It was kind of, I was rehabbing one injury, coming back and then doing another injury, and it was kind of like, is it ever going to end? So after the Hartlepool game, we just totally knocked the season on the head, get ready for this season, which fingers crossed it all went well so far.
Yeah, how do you sort of cope with that? Because it must be so difficult, because obviously you broke through into the team and following your move from Blythe, and then you come back and we're all expecting you to absolutely fire last season. It just seemed to be setback after setback.
Yeah, I think when I signed from Blythe I hit the ground running, scoring a few goals, and then I felt like I started the season really well as well. It was kind of a shame that I picked up an injury early on, which was a hernia injury, which you can't help, it just happens. That cleared up, and then obviously the next problem started. I don't know if it was from the old injury, who knows, but I'm just glad that's seeing the back of that now, and we can move on to the future.
What kind of support did you have, obviously, when you had such a long layoff? I mean, I know you went back home up north, didn't you?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously when the gaffer come in, and it wasn't long after he come in I got the injury, and he just said take a few weeks off, get your head where you want to be, because it was a tough period. I didn't really want to be around the place. It was tough watching the lads train every day, play every week. It's what you want to do at the end of the day, and it was tough to see. So I took a few weeks off and just regrouped and come back towards the end of last season.
What did you do? Because obviously the country was still in lockdown at that point as well, wasn't it? How did you sort of pass the time?
I bought a pool table.
Did you?
Bought a pool table for the house, yeah, so I just played quite a bit of pool, to be honest.
So you're now hustling all your teammates?
Nah, lads back home will hustle, but maybe it's not the lads here.
And in terms of being back at Medellin in front of the supporters, I mean, how much are you looking forward to getting going again next season with this place being full again?
Yeah, it's great to have the fans back. can't wait for the proper stuff to start now in a couple of weeks. Obviously the first home game against Torquay, expecting a big crowd, so yeah, I can't wait for that.
And what are the ambitions this season? Obviously gone close twice before, third time lucky this time around, do you think?
Yeah, if it doesn't need me to say that we want to win the league, because obviously that's what the fans expect, the owners expect, and that's what we expect. We've been very unlucky in the past 2 years with the playoff final and the playoff semi-final defeat. So I think, like I say, it's a given really that we've got to go to win for the league.
And just talk us through the blonde hair. We can't let that go without being mentioned.
Yeah, I thought I'd done it before the playoffs last year, and I come back and I thought I was in good form. So I thought with the look that I had last year, I'll bring that back and see if it gives us some good luck. And it's been lucky so far, so we might see it again.
The lads giving you plenty of jip about it.
Nah, I think they're just happy to see us on the pitch, to be honest.
Top man, lovely.